Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to discord.js series episode number 5. So in episode 4 we mastered command options and dynamic embeds to make our bots send beautiful data rich cards. But right now those messages are completely static. Users can read them but they can't interact with them. So in this episode we are unlocking full player interaction by adding buttons to our messages, and by the end of this video you will know how to build action rows, assign custom button styles and use component collectors to track and respond to exactly who clicks your button. So let's pull up VS Code and let's start coding. So I have opened VS Code and I have opened the coded bot folder here. Now in the source and in commands folder and in utility I'm going to create a new file called as feedback.js. And now in this what we will do is we will first import Discord. So we have done it, and then again module.exports and then data colon new discord dot slash command handler. Then we will set the name to feedback and then dot set description. The description of this would be rate your experience with the bot and provide feedback, and we can add exclamation instead of full stop, and we don't require any kind of options for this. And then again async execute, then in that interaction and then client. Now what we will do is we will create a button. So there are three types of button, like primary, secondary, and then there is a danger button. So like that, I don't know exactly how many types are there, but there are many different types. So first we will create the primary button. So const primary button equals to new discord dot button builder, and then we will set a custom ID to this button, which is good feedback. Sorry, and then dot set label. So on that button what text should be there, so we'll just type in good, and then we will set the style of this button dot set style, then discord dot button style dot success. So I think this will be a green colored button, and now we'll just copy this and we'll paste it here, and instead of primary we will just type in danger button, and then instead of good feedback we will type it bad feedback, and we will make the label bad, and instead of success we will make it danger. Now we have to put these buttons in an action row. So const row equals to new discord dot action row builder, and then add components and just add primary button and danger button in them. Now once you have done this, add a semicolon, and then what you have to do is also add a semicolon here, and then you have to reply. So await interaction dot reply. First the content would be how would you rate your experience with the bot, and components would be the row which we are going to send, and that row will contain these two buttons which we created. So now we will open up terminal and we will deploy this command, and we will deploy it globally. Global, and okay, yeah, deploying 4 commands, successfully deployed 4 commands. Now npm start. So yeah, the feedback command is loaded. Now go to discord and slash feedback. Okay, the command has not loaded here yet, so just reload your discord application, and when it reloads you can see feedback, use it. Okay, now you can see how do you rate your experience with the bot. There are two buttons, good, which is a primary button. The style which we gave it was success, so it is green, but for danger it is red. So if I click on it, it would just load and load and load, and it would, at the end, it would say this interaction failed. So it will not have any effect, like it will not do anything. It's just for like showcasing like what is a button. Now let's make it work. Like when we click it, something should happen, a text should appear, or a reply should be there. So for that, what we have to do is we have to create a collector on the original response channel. So what that collector will do is that collector will collect the input, store it, and depending on the input, we will give the response. So now we'll remove this interaction dot reply here, and then after that we will create const response. Okay, response equals to await interaction dot fetch reply. So we'll just keep it like this, and then we will create a collector. So const collector equals to response dot create message collector. Yeah, like this, create message collector. We can remove the component type, and we can give the time, and this time is in milliseconds. So 60,000 milliseconds means 60 seconds. So that collector will be active for 60 seconds. So it can only collect responses within 60 seconds after the command is used. And then collector dot on, and then collect event, after that async, and in that give I. So I means interaction. So now we will check if the person clicking is the one who ran the command. Like if I run the command and my friend is in that Discord channel and he interacts with it, it shouldn't it shouldn't have any effect. It should tell that person that this feedback menu isn't for you. So we'll just write a simple if condition, like if I.user_id isn't equals to interaction.user_id, then return I.reply content this feedback menu isn't for you, ephemeral true, which means that message will be only shown to that user. And now if the custom ID is good, you can see we have given custom ID for each button. So if I.custom ID is good feedback, then we will update the message to thank you, we are glad you love the bot, there are no components. So yeah, we can keep this empty, and then sorry to hear that, we will work hard to improve. And once this is done, once the collect event is done, we will end it, so we can disable those buttons. So collector dot on end, and again async, just an empty arrow function, and then we will clean up or disable those buttons when the time expires. So once the 60-second collector time expires, those buttons should be disabled. Right now we will not keep it 60 seconds, we will keep it 30 seconds, and then const disabled row equals to new discord.action builder, and then in that we will add components, which will be primary button dot set disabled will be true, and danger button dot set disabled will be true. So those buttons will get disabled, and then at the end await interaction dot edit reply feedback session ended components disabled row. Or instead of that, we can just keep the components, no need to add the content. So our feedback command is completely done. I will once again explain it to you. First we imported the discord.js library, then we created the command like setting the name, setting the description, and then we created two buttons, primary button which is for good feedback, danger button which is for bad feedback, and then a row, we created an action row which will basically send these buttons together. And then again once the response is there, we will fetch the reply, and then we will create a collector which has a timer of 30 seconds, and then once it collects, like if the button is not clicked by the user who used the command, then it will tell that this feedback menu isn't for you. And then if it's good feedback, then the content will be we are glad you love the bot, else it will be sorry to hear that. And once the timer ends, those buttons will be disabled. Now new terminal, and then npm run deploy global, and then npm start. So go to Discord again, and then just type in feedback once again. Okay, the application did not respond. Why? Unknown interaction. Okay, error executing command feedback. What was the error here? Unknown interaction content. Okay, again unknown interaction. Okay, what we'll do is we'll run the command again, and we'll reload Discord, and what if we run feedback again? I think it's an syntax error somewhere. So what we'll do is we'll just copy this, and we can open the uh, integrated AI chat in VS Code, and we'll just paste there. So it's checking the interaction flow. Message that was never sent. Okay, so we'll just keep it. I understood. Yeah, instead of fetch reply, you can reply with this, and we can keep the fetch reply true here. And then after that, in the disabled row, but we can take it from the button builder, and then we can disable them. Okay, so again npm run deploy commands, oh not command, sorry, my bad, it was global, and then npm start. And now dismiss this feedback. Okay, how was your how has your experience been with the bot? So if I click on good, thank you, we are glad you love the bot. Okay, and then again feedback. If I click on bad, sorry to hear that, we will work hard to improve. And now feedback. Now we will wait for 30 seconds to make sure those buttons are disabled. Till then, what we can do is I can't switch my account. If I had my other account, we test it from it, but right now we'll just wait for 30 seconds, and if the button gets disabled, then our disable code is right. Yeah, it got disabled after 30 seconds. When I didn't reply it, it just got disabled. Okay, so the code works finally. Only the error was I was writing both the things. I was also replying, but I was also fetching the reply at the next line. So instead of that, I can just write that all in one line. Yeah. So this is so in this video we learned how to create buttons, and how to create component collectors, and how to get how to reply the user depending upon the component interaction done by the user. So now you know how to build action rows, customize interactive button modules, and use localized message component collectors to control input pathways perfectly. Now that you have mastered basic buttons, it's time to build even more advanced drop down layouts. So in the next episode, in episode 6, we're going to dive deep into select menus, allowing your bot to send compact drop down list where users can select multiple options, rows or channels from a clean interface list. So if this interactive breakdown helped you implement buttons in your project, then smash that like button on the video and subscribe so you don't miss the select menus episode. And if you run into any uh, errors, then you can drop a comment below, and the code will be given in the description. So the github link will be in the description. Also the coffee link is given in the description for monthly subscriptions, so you can get uh, everything about the projects I do in the background, like different Discord bots, different web apps I do. So you can get all the information about that too, early updates about that too. So you can go to that link and get a monthly subscription there. And the code will be as always in the description. And if you like this video, then it is the like button, and if you like such kind of content, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.